The Apostle Paul had a great passion to see those Jews who had rejected Christ come to faith in Christ. His life was totally transformed, and now he was called and committed to taking the gospel to the Gentiles. In Romans chapter 11, verse 11, he says, "So I ask, did they stumble in order that they might fall? By no means. Rather, through their trespass, salvation has come to the Gentiles, so as to make Israel jealous." Paul knew how putting his faith in Christ had transformed his life, and he wanted the Jews to want what he and other Christ followers had in Christ. Could it be that seeing that salvation had come to the Gentiles would make the Jews jealous to the point that they too would want to be saved? Pastor Tony Merida calls this gospel jealousy. Believers today can learn from this. When those who are lost look into our lives, do they see the joy that only knowing Christ can bring? Do they see the genuine love for God and others? Do they see the presence of God in our lives that helps distinguish us from everybody else? Are we getting so much joy and pleasure from knowing Christ that some in the lost world would look at us and say, "I want in on that. I want what you have." Like the Apostle Paul, may we have a passion to take the gospel to those who are lost, and may our lives lead the lost to have a gospel jealousy and respond to the gospel in faith. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.